Aloha. We're going to be starting with a child's pose. Allow the knees to come out as wide as the sticky mat, toes touch, press the hips back towards the heels, reach and lengthen through the fingertips up towards the top of the mat. Allow the hips to release here. Allow a few deep belly breaths to come in. Allow the forehead to touch down onto the mat or onto a block, somewhere where the neck can rest. Deep belly breath in through the nose and open mouth to release it out. In breath through the nose. Exhale, release it out. One more, just like that. In breath through the nose. Open mouth. And with the next breath, gently walk the hands over to the right. Reach the right fingertips over and then the left on top of the right hand. Bring that left hip down and back and breathe into this side body a few rounds of breath. And then taking the next breath to begin to inhale and walk yourself over to the left side, back through center, reach and extend with that left hand, and then the right hand on top of the left. The right hip releases down and back, and then rest over here. Let the forehead release down. Allow the neck to release. Relax the jaw, the teeth, the tongue. Smooth out the space between the eyebrows. Take a couple deep breaths into the right rib cage. We're going to get into the shoulders a little bit more into this practice. So begin to walk yourself back to center. Release once more at center. Allow the forehead to rest, and then take the arms maybe behind the back. If this feels like too much, you can bring it down to the sides. Breathe. And then take the hands back down to the mat. Begin to bring yourself forward onto your belly, slithering your way so that you can rest the cheek onto the mat. We're going to rest the left cheek on the mat. And then begin to bend through the left leg and hold on to the foot or the ankle with that left hand. And push the foot into the hand. So you're kicking the foot, engaging the toes, engaging that foot, pressing into the hand, keeping that elbow straight to breathe into that shoulder, lifting the shoulder off with the left cheek connected. And then when you're ready, you can release that leg down, wiggle the hips left and right, release through the low back, and then turn the head the other direction so the right cheek is connected. Bending through the right knee. Begin to reach for the toes, the ankle, the foot, and press that foot into the hand. So you're pressing it away, engaging through the toes, engaging through that foot, keeping the right elbow straight. That right shoulder begins to lift off with the pressing action of the foot. Keep breathing. And then gently release that foot down, release the holding of the foot. Turn the head so that the forehead is connected. And then bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. We're going to come into a Sphinx pose, but first start to really connect all 10 toes. Press the tops of the feet down, press the tops of the thighs, engage through the thighs, and grow your spine long as you start to pull your heart forward, the chest lifting, the arms coming back towards you, the hands and the elbows gripping the mat towards you as you pull forward, lengthening. And then the exhale to release down, wiggle the hips left and right. Open the arms out wide, press the palms down to the floor, and then take this right leg over the back body onto that left side. So you're coming into a twist. And then take that right arm back behind you so that the back of the hand rests on the back or up into the sky if this feels like too much. Take a couple rounds of breath here. And gently release back to center. Keeping the forehead connected, start to bring that left leg over the body, back over to your right side. And rest the forehead, rest the neck, rest the head. Keep that left hand either up in the sky or maybe wrap it around the back body so the back of the hand rests on the low back. Taking a breath over here. And then coming back to center as you're ready to press the hands down on the mat underneath the shoulders, lifting yourself up into the all fours, and then press the hips up and back to find a gentle puppy pose. Reaching the fingertips up towards the top of the mat, nice and long, the hips up and back, release the heart, release the shoulders back onto the back body. Take a breath. Eventually making your way into the all fours. Inhale to lift the right arm up to the sky. Reach it underneath of you, weaving it, reach, reach, reach. Lower that right shoulder, lower the top of the right side of the skull down, and then reach the left fingertips up towards the top of the mat. Stay here, or begin to extend the left leg out, back behind you to touch down onto the mat. Take a breath into this side. Bringing that knee in if you have the leg extended, touching down the left hand in front of the face as you inhale, reach up, lengthen, take the right hand up. Exhale, take it back down, wiggle the hips left and right. Find neutrality in your spine, and then begin to lift up with that left arm, reaching up with the inhale, exhaling underneath of you, weave, reach, reach, reach. Lower down the left shoulder, the left side of the top of the skull, and then reach the right fingertips up towards the top of the mat. Lengthen on this side. Either stay here or take that right leg back behind you. Taking a breath on this side body. And bringing that right leg in if you have it extended. Take the right hand down in front of the face. Inhale, lift up. Reach up. Lengthen, exhale, touch down with that left hand. Come back to center in your all fours, your tabletop position. And then begin to step back with that left foot. Turn the right leg out and lift up into this side plank variation, moving this shoulder in any direction, reaching the arm up and back, overhead. And as you reach overhead to lengthen, either keep that left foot down, pressing into the outside edge of that left foot, or lift it up into the sky to press it away, parallel. The inhale to lengthen, the exhale to lower back down, come back to center. And then switch to the other side, kick that left foot out, step the right foot back to the back, reach up with the right hand, reach and lengthen, open up in the front body, move the shoulder in any way that feels okay to you, round and round, or reaching overhead. And if you're reaching overhead, you can press into that outside edge of the right foot or lift it up parallel to press and lengthen on this side. The inhale to lengthen, the exhale to come back down, come back to center. Bring yourself into the all fours and begin to curl those toes under, lift off into your downward dog, reaching the hips up and back, walking your dog, bending one knee and then the other, melting the heart, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, lengthening through the neck as the head rests, maybe shaking the head, yes or no. And then lifting off with that left leg as you inhale, reach with that three-legged dog. The exhale to bend the knee, draw it into the nose. Inhale to reach it back up, stretch, press. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach, lift it off. Exhale, draw it into the nose, round in. And then start to bring the shin in, so the shin comes down to the mat. And bring that foot over to the right, the knee over to the left, and begin to find that reaching up with the crown, the engagement through the thighs, and support this left hip if you'd like to find even more length. You can open up through the front body and interlace the fingers back behind you if this feels okay for the shoulders right now. If you have the clasp of the hands, you can go ahead and take the hands back down and find a walk forward over this front leg, somewhere where you can rest, either with the forehead on blocks or on arms, hands, or the mat. Again, coming back to the breath again, breathing into this side, breathing into this leg, this hip, wherever you feel it, drawing in the breath, releasing out everything else. Gently pressing your way up on your next inhale. Curling those right toes, lifting the right leg up off the mat to inhale. Reach the left leg high into that three-legged dog. The exhale to press it back down next to the right foot. Come back to your downward dog. Breathe. Your next inhale, begin to reach the right leg high with that three-legged dog, and then exhale, bend the knee, draw it into the nose, round in everything. Inhale, reach in, extend, lift it back up. Exhale, draw it into the nose, round in. Breathe out everything. Inhale, reach, extend, lengthen. Exhale, draw it into the nose, bring it forward, take the shin down to the mat, the knee goes over to the right, the foot goes over to the left. Reach and lengthen through the crown, engage through those inner thighs. Find your balance, find your tailbone drawing down towards the earth. Maybe stay here or take the interlacings of the fingers back behind you, drawing the shoulders more together, opening through the chest, finding your length here. And if you have the interlacings, release it down. Walk yourself forward over this front leg. And then release the head, the neck, the forehead touching down onto blocks or arms, hands, or the mat. Somewhere where you can rest over here. This side can be different than the other side, and that's okay. One more breath right here, breathing deep into the belly. Exhale and releasing everything out, letting it go. And beginning to return the hands back underneath the shoulders, pressing your way up, curling the left toes, lifting off to reach that right leg high into the sky. The exhale to touch down, downward dog. And find yourself beginning to walk your way forward to come down to sitting. And bringing the legs out in front of you, connecting the sits bones, coming into a staff pose where you're reaching the crown high, the hands touching down to either side, wiggling the toes, reaching and pointing the feet, and then pressing the bottoms of the feet to begin to bend through that left knee, touch that bottom of the left foot into the inside of the right thigh. Find the length over here, turn towards that extended leg, and then begin to exhale, folding your way forward. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. Hold onto the foot with the right. If you'd like to get into the side body, you can reach the left arm over your head, or keep the left arm down next to your side. Finding a gentle twist here. And the left arm can come down behind your back to open up that shoulder a little bit more. Whatever feels okay in your body right now. And with the next inhale, beginning to come back to center, find that staff pose once again. To bend the right knee in towards that left inner thigh. The bottom of the foot pressing into that thigh. Finding the length, turning towards that extended leg, and then the exhale to draw your way forward. Lengthening as you inhale, the exhale to fold, holding on to that left foot with the left hand, or holding on to the shin if it's not quite there. And then maybe reaching the right arm overhead, or keeping it down to your side, or maybe bringing it down onto the back body to once again get into the shoulders. And starting to unwind, gently inhale to press your way back up to sitting. Take and extend both legs out to find the center of your mat, bending the knees to begin to roll your way back onto your back body. And keeping the feet connected, the knees bent, press the hand palms down to either side of you, release the breath here. Begin to take both legs up into the sky, one at a time, pressing the left foot and then the right, pointing the toes, releasing the ankles, and then starting to press the left leg further away as you hover it closer to the mat, and then the right leg to follow. Press and reach, hover, release it down. Release the entire back body onto the mat. Flip the palms face up, beginning to settle into your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Release the breath. Release the body. Come back to neutrality. Integrate your practice and find your surrender. And beginning to bring yourself back into this space, into your body, taking that deep breath to wiggle through fingertips and toes, ankles and wrists, reaching the arms overhead, giving yourself that big stretch to wake up and lengthen head to toe, fingertips to feet. Draw the knees in towards the body, wrap the arms around your legs, giving yourself a gentle hug. To rock side to side and end up on your favorite side, to take pause. As you're ready, pressing your way up to that comfortable seat, allowing the hands to come together in front of the heart center, taking a breath here, and bowing the chin to the chest, looking into the heart. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in this practice. Namaste.